back up where I left off, going down this way. Okay, there's got to be a reason for all this stuff. Tom's house. Huh. Okay. Okay, well, never mind. It said something about knock once, knock twice. But, I have a feeling somebody's leading me towards something. Unsealed letter say? Ah. Good old Richard. Okay.
Shiny.
This may be a an achievement thing as well.
Oh there. Don't you come any closer. I'm not for eating. But I'm called Thomas, and I've been polymorphed into a tomato by a wizard called Ursula. Well, I knew we should never have allowed a woman into the prancing seahorse, but she seduced her way in, this Sidon. But you can get rid of her, Dragon Knight. You can undo her evils. She told us she's a professor, and that she researched pre-war elven poetry. Our library is stacked with the stuff, and even though our club is men only, well, we couldn't resist her charms. But now she's turned on us, and as far as I know, is trying to make away with some of the magic we keep there. Oh, many's the time I gave her a pinch and a fondle, and now she betrayed us. How dare she? Why, the famous Gentlemen's Club, of course, on Lanilor Lane. Surely you must have heard of it. Very exclusive, open only to the best and the brightest. Well, not that me and my buddies are scholars, gods no. It turned out the wealthiest also belong to the best and brightest. Dear me, you mean you'll defy the witch?
The middle one.
You know the prancing seahorse on Lanilor Lane? Well, that's where she is. I'll bet my entire wine cellar she's worked her way into the forbidden archives, and you'll have to follow her in there. There are 3 levers in 3 rooms, mine, Gardner's, and Ashraf's, and all room doors have passwords. Drudenai opens mine. I honestly haven't a clue where they might be, but seeing as how I've been turned into a bleeding tomato, I'll be on the lookout for talking vegetables. Oh, it's where old Dio and that type of fellows keep secret stuff. Ancient magic, obscure sorceries, you name it. Me and my friends don't really care about all of those sorceries. So long as we guard those levers, everything's peachy. I can't help it. It's not like they gave us a course.
See if mind reading him does anything.
I hope no one knows I'm a super tomato, or they might get it into their heads to eat me. Well, aren't you a regular hoot?
Alright. I don't think mind reading him was worth anything. Unless he was trying to be funny and make himself sound like something from Kirby. Anyway, I'll quick load and meet y'all right back here. Okay, since I'm in here, Hansel's diary. Well, you know, I think we would know that by now.
It's stuck.
This is the diary of a man called Hansel. What do you want to do with it? The diary details Hansel's infatuation with Gretel and describes how he pines for her, lists reasons why they should be together. Apparently their names are a great match. But in recent entries, the tone becomes more grim, and it turns out Hansel lured an undead monster to the market so that Gretel's champion husband Doris might be killed when doing battle with it. You are confident Hansel would appreciate your silence, and Doris your sense of justice.
Huh. Interesting. So I can't seem to raise my lock picking anymore. I don't know what I need a rope for. Because I did try to see if it was possible to take it up to level 10, but at least the skill trainer didn't give me that option. So I wonder if the sausages and bread are like a trail to lead me to the people turned into vegetables. So it says cozy dwelling. Well, I got his password. Horace's house.
I bet that hurts.
Well, I certainly was not expecting that.
Shiny.
A locked door to the
It's
sewer.
stuck.
Oh, you automatically turn me around.
Yeah!
Very interesting. Okay. I bet that opened the sewer. Fatora Betumen.
The door won't open.
If I was a betting man, I would lost my money. I wonder what that did indeed.
It's stuck.
Kind of confused. Unless there's something in the buckets. Look like it. Oh. There is. That's way more difficult than it needed to be.
Another one to add to the collection.
For a really small return as well. And the sewer is still locked. Okay. That was Taurus's house.
The Dragon Knight. Oh, I beseech you, help me. Help me. No, but it's just that the champions don't do anything for us citizens. I want to retrieve my mother-in-law's earrings, you see, but the playhouse, it's haunted. I didn't even think of those. Oh, gods, what to do? They're all dead in there. I can hear them whisper. They're plotting my doom or something. Damn that Mara, the woman never liked me. But I need those earrings. They're valuable, and I'm broke. Please bring me those jewels, so at least I can buy a loaf of bread. Oh, that's very kind, but I'd rather have those precious earrings if you don't mind. It's just down the street. Used to be very popular. People from as far as Broken Valley would come and watch the shows. But then one night, they performed Chambers of Blood, a play as famed as it is infamous. It's about a group of women who form a secret cabal of sorceresses that wants to invoke the spirit of Astaroth, so they may bear him the demon spawn that will bring them power and riches. Only those foolish actors accidentally used the Bloodspawn edition of the drama, which includes real incantations. I don't know if it was Astaroth himself that was summoned that night, but whatever it was, it slaughtered everybody in the theatre before disappearing. The place has been deserted and haunted ever since.
Such vermin should be rounded up and burned. A black heart, but a weak will. How I abhor it.
I understand.
Okay, once again, a wasted mind read. That's one of the things about this game that does annoy me. If mind reading would be much better if the pointless ones were like maybe worth 1 XP or 10 XP or something. That was like 5,000 XP. Whatever. Make quick load, and I'll meet right back here. Alright, so another quest gotten. The quest log continues to fill up.
Welcome to Chanel, the best herbalist and illusionist in Aleroth. And that's not just because I'm the only one. Oh yes, ever since I was 12 and my parents moved here in search of fortune. We opened a shop, and although we did struggle to survive those first few years, we decided to stay nevertheless, having fallen quite in love with this charming city. I don't think we would have stayed if we knew how Aleroth would turn out, infected by strange creatures and ruled by the eccentric Deodatus. Still, I'm confident the champions will take care of matters as they always do.
Well, let's see what mind reading does for her.
The ease with which I brew potions? I am truly a great herbalist. Always welcome.
Master herbalist. Well, that sounds like a waste of a mind read for sure. Since I don't use that at all. What the heck? I guess I'll keep it. I mean, to be fair, I'm pretty high level. Seen any talking vegetables lately? I won't destroy any of your boxes. I'll behave myself. How big is this area? Okay. Well.
Over here! Oh, scaly one! Please don't be afraid to part with your gold. My wares are worth it.
Who you calling Scaly One?
Khan welcomes you, scion of the world. I hope you have brought much gold and riches for us to trade with. I desire riches, dragon, gold, gems, real treasure. And goblin, what do they barter for? Skins, troll teeth, colored pebbles, a nice piece of wood to carve a totem from. I left those Jujo gatherers and went to the city, where all are welcome if they bring gold. Even if they be goblins. Lower prices mean less gold, but more sales, which equals more gold. Should I venture it? Gladly, Dragon Knight, gladly.
Okay, mug. Cool.
Magic, rare and mighty, I have it all. The spoils of Goblin Wars, at your disposal.
Oh, yeah, been there.
Dragon Knight, it is indeed a most fortuitous yet prestigious pleasure to make your acquaintance. Pray, may I, Astridax, suggest a highly piquant proposal, the positive conclusion to which will nominate us both as the beneficiaries of considerable copiousness? Capital. Here is the notion I want to adduce in the, I think, indubitable hope it will meet with your most ebullient approbation. I am a necromancer, a connoisseur of the deceased, a puppeteer of those in the most precocious state of worm-caressed hebitude. New experiments leave me in need of a triad of jewels that adhere to individuals who only quite recently did end their somatic existence, and by means of which I can bind their spectral quintessence, thus rendering me their de facto master. Bring me these gem-set desiderata, and I promise you a most generous guerdon.
What the heck are you saying?
You have my word, Dragon Knight. Here's to an expeditious fruition of your quest. None so shrewd, or I can coax them to minister to my every demand. Acumen is the key.
Okay.
Should Damien and his armies break through Zandalor's shield, we champions will have to fight a foe more pernicious and deadly than this generation of our order has ever battled before. But let not this frighten you, or weaken your resolve, for this is not the first time mankind has faced the might of the Black Ring and prevailed. The Divine is no longer with us, but let his memory and especially his example be a guiding force for you, and relish in the thrust of your sword through the very belly of the vermin that sides with the Damned One.
We Seekers stand by the champions, Dragon Knight. The pride of Rivertown shall help deliver the freedom of Aleroth.
I'm ready, Dragon Knight. Come what may, we'll kill 'em all. Still, you're not going anywhere, are you?
Now then,
Ha!
let's talk tactics. I want the streets to be locked down in segments so we can funnel the enemy into many a pocket of destruction. They will have the numbers, but they won't be able to exploit it. They will trample their own as archers let fall their deadly hail from every window. Those who persevere will run to their deaths on the bloodthirsty tips of our blades as the force of magic missiles tears the flesh from their limbs. And by the by, no fireballs. We don't want widespread conflagration, do we? Undead armies and Black Ring troops pose enough challenge for one day, I should think. I ask you to keep your business brief, Dragon Knight, for I have much to tell these soldiers. Between you and me, I don't give us a chance in hell. That would make for rather dreary speech material now, wouldn't it? Still, miracles have happened before. And in any case, we'll take plenty of the bastards with us if they dare face us in combat.
No, probably pointless, but here we go.
A leader of champions. Little does he know that the Black Ring will gouge out his eyes, pierce his tongue with bone splinters from his own legs, and put his head on a stake. To be a fly on the wall when it happens.
Thank you, Dragon Knight. Some of you might wonder what we're going to do about the Crow's Nest and other parts of the city that have been infested by the Walking Dead. The answer's simple. Nothing. As far as we're concerned, those quarters are lost. Why? Because we will not risk the life of one more champion until the Black Ring threat has been dealt with. We will have our revenge on those flesh-eating corpses later. Slaying them will be your reward for saving Aleroth, and for each head you claim, her coffers will reward you with 10 pieces of gold. Should Damien and his armies break through Zandalor's shield, we champions will have to fight a foe more pernicious and deadly than this generation of our order has ever battled.
Okay, we've heard this before.
But let not this frighten you,
So
or
let me go
weaken your
ahead and,
resolve, for this is
quick
not the
load.
first time mankind has can funnel the enemy into many a pocket of destruction.
Divine.
They will have the
Standing guard
numbers,
is boring.
but they
Why do
won't
we
be
even
able to
bother if the
exploit
Black
it.
Ring is about to attack?
They will trample their...
I'm afraid I can't let you in, Dragon Knight. This is a private residence. Sir Gula, the renowned adventurer, always out in search of new mystery and riches. But I think he tossed his helmet in the ring because he has locked himself in his room and we haven't seen him for weeks. Couldn't tell you. But if I'd venture a guess, I'd say he's studying some treasure he found.
or likely hiding like a little coward.
Or perhaps he got himself a nasty sickness from some weird swamp vixen or something. If you like.
Let me quick save. Let's see if he mind reads anything.
Yes? Can I help you?
There must be some way to gain entry to this place. It is crucial, essential.
If you like.
Well, basically pointless.